Good morning, students. Okay, we are discussing about the architecture, hardware architecture in the last class. Architecture, hardware architecture, and modified hardware architecture. Okay, so this consisting of data memory and address memory separately. Okay, data memory and address memory are separately interfaced, right? So now we are doing some problems this unit also. Okay, so already yesterday we were discussing these problems. Again we will discuss it again. So the sequence is given like this. The sequence x of n is given as x of n equal to 0 2 4 6 8 is interpolated using interpolation sequence bk equal to 1 by 2 1 1 by 2, and the interpolation factor is 2. To find the interpolation sequence, we have to find the interpolation sequence y of m. Here, x of n is given as 0 to 468. It means that this is x of 0, this is 1, x of 1 is 1, x of 2 is 2, x of 4 is 4, x of 6 is 6, and x of 8 is 8, right? Okay, here bk is given as 1 by 2 1 1 by 2. Here arrow mark will be given at 1. It means that bk of 0 is 1, bk of minus 1 is 1 by 2, bk of minus 2 is minus not minus, bk of plus 1 is 1 by 2, right? Like that we have to write. So given sequence x of n is this one. So interpolation factor is given as 2. Interpolation factor means l is 2. So l is 2. So we have how many zeros are introduced in between this sequence indicates l minus 1. Here l is 2, l minus 1 is 1. So 1 0 we have introduced between these two, between these two, between these two, between these two. That is nothing but w of m. So w of m equal to x of n is this one. So here l minus 1 is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So 1 0 will be introduced in between these two numbers. So 0 between 0 and 2, 0 will be introduced. Between 2 and 4, another 0 will be introduced. Between 4 and 6, another 0 will be introduced. Between 6 and 8, another 0 will be introduced. See here. So 0 and 2, 0 is introduced. 2 and 4, 0 is introduced. 4 and 6, 0 is introduced. 6 and 8, again 0 is introduced. That depends upon the L minus 1. L minus 1. Okay, L is 2 here. So 2 minus 1, that is 1 0. So 1 0 is introduced between these two numbers. So how to find out this y of m? Y of m is finding out by using the formula sigma bk into sigma bk w of m minus k, sigma bk w of m minus k. Okay, bk is given as 1 by 2 1 1 by 2. Bk is b of bk of minus 1, bk of 0, bk of 1 values are given here. Okay, so it is y of m is this form. This is the formula for finding y of m. If m is 0, if m is 1, if m is 2, if m is 3, if m is 4, if m is 5, if m is 6, if m is 7, if m is 8, we have to find out y of m, right? Y of m equals sigma bk into w of m minus k, right? So it is if it is y of 0 or y of m equal to bk into w of m minus k, that is if m is 0, that is 0 minus k. Here k values are varying from minus 1 to 1. So here bk is varying from minus 1 to 1. So that's why first of all bk value is minus 1. If it is minus 1, then m is 0. 0 minus of minus 1 plus 1. M plus 1 plus bk into w of m minus 0 plus bk into w of m minus 1. So why? Because k is varying from minus 1 to plus 1. Right? So suppose if uh, if m is 0, then it will become b minus 1 into w 0 plus 1, b 0 into w of 0 minus 0, that is 0, and b 1 into w of 0 minus 1, right? Right? So it will become b minus 1 into w of 1 plus b 0 into w of 0 plus b 1 into w of minus 1, right? So b minus 1 value is 1 by 2 into w of 1 value is this is w of 1 value 0. Okay, plus b0 is 1 1 into w of 0 value is also 0. Okay, then 1 by 2 into w of minus 1, w of this is minus 1 value is also 0, right? So all are zeros here, so y of 0 is 0. In the same manner we can find out the values of y of 1, y of 2, y of 3, y of 4, y of 5, y of 6, y of 7, and y of 8, right? So here m value is changing. Here m is 1, 1 plus 1, w of 2. 1 minus 0, that is 1. 1 minus 1, that is 0. So these b minus 1, b0, b1 values will not change. Only these two, these w values will change. Okay, that depends upon the value of m. So y of 1 is 1. Next y of 2. This is w of 3 plus w of 2 plus w of 1 into these three parameters. Okay, y of 2 is like calculated like this. We can calculate all values so that it will become y of 1, y of 2, y of 3, y of 4, y of 5, y of 6, y of 7, and y of 8. So finally, y of m will become 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right? This is the way of finding the sequence y of m. In the same manner, the second problem is also given. The sequence x of n is given as 0, 3, 6, 9 is interpolated using interpolation sequence bk is equal to 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, and the interpolation factor is 3. Find the interpolated sequence y of m. Right here, L is given as 3. So how many zeros we have? 3 minus 1, that is 2 zeros. We have to introduce 2 zeros in between this sequence x of n so that we will get omega w of m. So in x of n, introduce 2 zeros. We introduce 2 zeros in between 0 and 3. So 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay, 2 zeros. We have to introduce 2 zeros. Similarly, in between 3 and 6, we will introduce 2 zeros. In between 6 and 9, we will introduce 2 zeros. Why? Because L minus 1 is 2, right? So that is W of M. In the same manner, BK is 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1, 2 by 3, and 1 by 3. So here, arrow mark will be given here. So BK of 0 is 1. BK of minus 1 is 2 by 3. BK of minus 2 is 1 by 3. BK of 1 is 2 by 3. BK of 2 is 1 by 3, right? So what is the formula for finding Y of M? Y of M equals sigma BK into W of M minus K. Okay. So BK values are varying from minus 2 to plus 2, right? So BK values are varying from minus 2 to plus 2. So it is BK into W of M minus of minus 2, that is plus 2, plus BK into W of M plus 1 plus BK into W of M minus 0 plus BK into W of M minus 1 plus BK into W of BK into W of M minus 2, right? Okay, so here it is varying from minus 2 to 2, so it is b minus 2 into w of m is 0 for y of 0, 0 plus 2, 2, plus b minus 1 of into w of 0 plus 1, 1, b0 into w of 0 minus 0, 0, b1 into w of 0 minus 1, minus 1, plus b2 into w of 0, right? W of 0 minus 2, that is minus 2. So we'll calculate these values. So here W of 2 value is, this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2 value is 0. W of 1 value is this one, 0. W of 0 is 0. W of minus 1 is also 0. W of minus 2 value is also 0. So all are zeros. So that Y of 0 will get 0. Similarly, we can calculate y of one value. So m value is 1, so that it will become w of 3, w of 2, w of 1 minus 0, that is 1. Okay, w of 0, w of minus 1, like this. So like this, we can calculate other values also, so that the interpolated sequence y of m will become uh, y of m equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so this is the simple problem using the interpolated sequence, and pt is given with the interpolation factor, so that we can find the interpolated sequence y of m like this. Okay, y of m like this. Next, we'll go for the programmable digital signal processors are divided into general purpose and special purpose DSPs. Okay, general purpose DSP and special purpose DSP. Okay, so here we already discussed about these these architectures. What is that? Human architecture, drone human architecture, hardware architecture, and VLIW. That is very long instruction word word interface, word architecture. Very long instruction word VLSI, VLIW. That is very long instruction word architecture. So the diagrams for these architectures are like this. Okay. So first one is this is the current human architecture consisting of CPU, clock, memory, program data, and peripherals. So these are connected like this through the address and data and control buses, address bus, data bus, and control bus. So these are connected to memory, program data like this. Okay, and similarly peripherals are connected to CPU like this. So these memory programmable data as well as peripherals are connected to central processing unit through address bus, data bus, and control bus. Next, coming to the hardware architecture. So here program memory, data memory are there, and the central processing unit is there. Okay, and it is connected with one clock pulse, and finally peripherals are there. So all are connected with the CPU. Okay, all are connected with CPU. Okay, right? All are connected with CPU. Next, VLIW, that is very long instruction board architecture. Okay, so here register file is there. It is connected to register file is connected to execution unit, all execution units, and these execution units are interconnected with each other. So all these execution units are connected to instruction register and instruction cache. Instruction will be given from instruction. This is instruction cache means this is instruction memory. From that instruction register will come. So that instruction register will be given to that is execution unit. Execution units are interconnected. So all these interconnected execution units are connected to register file. Okay, that register file is again connected to this execution unit. So this is very long instruction word architecture. And finally, this is the architecture of TMS 320 C50. And this type of architectures are also there in our microcontrollers. Okay, microcontrollers. Okay, so it is divided into four sublabs. What is those four sublabs by structure? CPU, body chip memory, on chip memory, on chip, and on chip peripherals. Okay, so it is very important one. This may be asked for several times. That is architecture of TMS 320 C50. So mainly it is it consists of four blocks. So first one is bus structure, second one is central processing unit, third one is on-chip memory, and fourth one is on-chip peripherals. Okay, so first one is bus structure, next one is CPU, next on-chip peripherals is this one, and on-chip memory is this one. Okay, like this it is connected into 4 multiplied by 4 blocks. So, if possible, please note down this. Note down this architecture of TMS 320 C50. So, first of all, you note down this superstructure and on-chip peripherals. After that, we will note down this program, this CPU and on-chip memory. Note down this. Are you noting this architecture? హలో, నోట్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు అందరూ? ఏమయ్యా? నోట్ చేసుకోండి. అయిపోతే కిందకి వెళ్దాం. CPU and on-chip memory also note down. CPU and on-chip memory also note down. Okay. Are you writing the assignments? Hello, Babu? Are you writing the assignments? ఎవరైనా రాస్తున్నారు అసైన్మెంట్లు? లోకేష్
చెప్పండి సార్.
అసైన్మెంట్స్ రాస్తున్నారా అన్నా?
ఏమో సార్, ఐడియా లేదు.
అసైన్మెంట్ పెట్టాను కదా గ్రూప్ లో, పెట్టాను కదా నిన్న మొన్న. ఏమయ్యా ప్రవీణ్, అసైన్మెంట్ పెట్టలా? అసైన్మెంట్ రాయాలి. రేపు కాలేజ్కి వచ్చేటప్పుడు అది తీసుకుని రాయాలి. 200 pages లో ఒక సైడ్ నుండి రాయండి, ఇంకో సైడ్ నుండి ఇంకో సబ్జెక్ట్ రాయండి. ఒక సైడ్ నుండి ఒక సబ్జెక్టు, ఇంకో సైడ్ నుండి ఇంకో సబ్జెక్ట్. 200 pages నోట్బుక్ ఉండాలి.
సరే.
నేను ఆల్రెడీ పెట్టాను అసైన్మెంట్ కోసం ఒక 9 questions పెట్టాను. నాకు తెలుసు. నోట్ తీసుకున్నారా? డయాగ్రామ్ అయిపోయింది. క్లాసులు అటెండ్ అయ్యా, టయానికి అటెండ్ అవ్వండి అయ్యా, టైంకి అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చివరి క్లాస్ అయ్యేదాకా కూడా అటెండ్ అవుతూనే ఉన్నారు. దానివల్ల ఉపయోగం ఏమని చెప్పండి? ఆ టైం ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ టైంకి అటెండ్ అయ్యారు అనుకోండి, ఏదైనా కొద్దిగా 2 ముక్కలు నేర్చుకున్నట్టు. ఏదో నామకే వాస్తు అటెండ్ అయితే వేస్ట్ కదా. అది సరేనా? క్లాసు టైమింగ్ మీకు అందుకు మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా, ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు మీకు మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారు టైం, ఏ టైం అనేది లింక్ లోనే వస్తుంది. ఆ టైంకి అసైన్మెంట్ అయితే రాయండి అందరూ. ఎండ్ చేస్తున్నాం ఇవాళ. టుడే సెషన్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్. ఓకే, విత్ దిస్ ఐఎమ్ కంక్లూడింగ్ ది టుడేస్ క్లాస్. ఇది రేపు చూద్దాం తర్వాత. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ అండ్ ఆల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ.